Breakfast.
This is The Spot. The Spot with your host, Prophet Pete and DJ Sean Recognize.
Yo, yo, you already know your girl called me the ear, nose, and throat doctor because every time I come check her, I want her to hear me coming in the back of her throat. You heard? Prophet Pete on the block. That's it. I don't even got nothing else to say. And my man
Classic.
is in the.
You know, when she heard the voice, it got her moist. She saw my face and she made a choice. Sean recognized. What's up, world?
Gang. Yo, we here in the building, man. Yo, it's definitely one of those weeks, man. Yo, we here. Yo, what up? What up, E? Shout out to you on the check-in, man. Peace.
E Banks.
Yo, and not for nothing, right? For those of you that don't know, we done extended our reach even more. So we are on the Tweety Bird and we on Twitter. So if you looking for what's going on here, you can watch this live on Twitter too. So that's Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and the website. Just saying. LinkedIn is playing games with us, right? LinkedIn is playing games with us. But you know what? I got something for LinkedIn. Right? We bucking shots at you. That's it. That's what we doing.
It's too damn bright. Let me see.
But on
There
some
we
real
go.
shit,
There we go.
right? For those of you, last weekend was Father's Day weekend.
Yes, sir.
Father's Day weekend. And I got to say something about Father's Day weekend. My baby girl, God bless her. God bless her. I love her to death. I got a lot of children. I got enough children. My baby girl, first thing she did when she woke up was made sure she reached out. My oldest daughter took a little bit of time because she be busy doing what she do. Whatever, it's cool. But she still reached out. Now, the one that's named after me never reached out. But it's because she got brainwashed. She got brainwashed by that malicious parent syndrome that when you have an active parent, you tell your kids that that parent is not active. And they don't care about you. And if they did, they would do this. And I would tell you, not for nothing, I took a psychology class in college. And for real, playing with individuals' minds is real, especially developing minds. And instead of allowing our kids to understand that it takes a little bit for them to understand it. Right now, they might not understand it. When they get older and they actually live life, then they can recognize a lot of those type of situations as like, yo, it wasn't as bad as I thought, but somebody told me it was. Or somebody told me this was the game, but the game really wasn't played like that. But we need to realize that a lot of those situations are self-serving for the individual that's trying to control the situation. Narcissism and also psychotic individuals. There's only one thing that separates those two definitions, and that is actually somebody chopping up animals when they're little versus somebody doing things that are self-serving. And just yesterday, I had to live through it, I had to deal with it, and I had to accept it. But I wasn't there for me, I was there for my baby girl, and I loved to see everything that happened, and I was so proud to see her move on in that graduation of life. But when we take our kids and we put them in this box, because we a lot of times we put people in a box, and we try and isolate our people, but we isolate our people in order to control them. It
Rest in
happens to
peace.
be
Rest in peace, Earl. Go ahead, keep on going,
right.
Pete.
Rest in peace, Earl. But we'll put people in a box to sit there and make them kind of understand our ways of being. Right? It happens in religion. It happens in government. It happens in Shout out to the plug in the building.
In the
Right?
building.
Right? We sit there and we put people in a box. There was one thing that I realized, and I'm here, there, and everywhere. And I took my daughter home, and we on public transportation in the city. And my daughter got $400 Yeezys on her feet. The space shoes, the ones that was supposed to be $25 when when the Yeezys was supposed to come out, when the announcement was, the ones that right, it would be $25. Remember, we did a whole show on it,
Yeah,
right?
them fucking space shoes.
The space shoes, right? My
Uh-huh.
daughter got a pair on, $400. We got on the 6 train, right? I'm from Harlem, Spanish Harlem, whatever, El Barrio, whatever you want to call it. She got on the train, we on the train, but she's just across from me. I watched an individual sit there and look at her because when we got on the train, we didn't look like we was together. My daughter's 14, my youngest is 14. Grown ass man leans over on his train seat and looked at her shoes, and she had a pair of in a sneaker bag, brand new in the box that she never wore, but she looked like she was by herself. He's scheming on her. I saw this. Now, mind you, we going to Queens. So we in Harlem, about to go to Queens. Gotta get on the E train. Anybody that got off of 53rd Street, Lexington Avenue, ever had to walk to the E train, coming from uptown, going downtown, that's just there's a whole situation going on downstairs. He had his girlfriend there. He was sizing her up because she looked like she was her size. So he
Yeah.
was like, yo, we're about to get you some shit right now. When we walked downstairs, he saw that I was with him,
Yeah.
and now all of a sudden the situation changed. But they were sitting down there waiting for her in the atrium down there, and they was just sitting there just looking, waiting. And I'm like, y'all was way ahead of us. Why y'all just sitting here just chilling?
I say it all the time, and I tell all the listeners, all the watchers, you know what I'm saying, all the supporters, and you tell your friends that I said, head on a swivel at all times. As soon as you step outside your front door, it's on. You feel me? That's how you just need to keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? Observe everything. Peep the people that's around you, man. Peep what they doing. Because
And,
one of them could be one of them. You feel me? And
right.
you don't want to be one of them.
Right. And this is what I was telling my daughter because I had a conversation with her last night after graduation, after I got home or whatever. And I said, yo, you gotta keep your head on the swivel. And she's like, what is that? I don't even know what that means. I, I said, okay. I said, you've been a little sheltered.
Yeah, yeah,
You grew
yeah,
up in the suburbs. You didn't grow up in the hood. Right. But a lot of times you have to teach your children that they have to pay attention to things that, being in your phone all the time. Like
yeah,
I watch my daughter walk to the train station. my mother
Yeah.
straight up told me, she's like, "Yo, your, your daughter look like she about to get got." Like, you know how we walk in the street and we got our long strides,
Yeah.
but when we step and we walk, or we got our bop, or whatever it is, like whatever it is, when we do what we do when we walk down the street, and it's like, nah, I'm on it. Like, that's not the guy you want to go for, or the person you want to go for.
Yeah.
She take baby step. So it's like this little shuffle when she walking down the street with a hoodie on and the headphones in, and she's holding her phone. And I'm like, yo, you didn't, you didn't see how many people you passed. You don't even know what's going on. You can't even tell me, nigga, were you about to play high spy on the left eye type shit when I pick up this weekend? We gonna go out in the hood, and I'm gonna make her close her eyes, and I'm gonna be like, what do you remember seeing?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this is the stuff
They
you
they
gotta
stay
pay
they
attention.
stay, they stay in those gadgets, the tablets, the phones, the smart watches, all of this stuff. They're so enthralled with that technology, man, and interested. And I'm not gonna blame the social media. It's not just the social media. It's just period. They're playing games in the phone. They FaceTiming their friends, and I also got to keep saying over and over again, man. Especially our people, we got to stop with the speakerphone on with whoever you're talking to, your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever, in public, so that everybody can hear your conversation. We don't need to be in your conversation. We don't want to be in your conversation. But when you come into the room or you come on, public transportation, and you got your speakerphone on, and you going at it with whoever's on the phone, or just carrying on, nobody want to hear that shit.
For real.
Honestly, and actually, if you didn't have it on speaker, you could hear the other person better. How about that? There's that mathematic. Add that to the equation. You feel me? Because what
Right.
kills me is not only are they talking to the person on the speakerphone, the person on the other line can't even hear them because they got to keep them, huh? What? Because it's all the background noise because you got them on the speakerphone. That
Yo,
shit is designed for one place. When you on the can and you gotta answer the phone, you know what I'm saying? You hit the speakerphone. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. I'm gonna do that. Call you right back. Bam. That's what the speakerphone is for. The speakerphone is for you to be politicking in public, putting all your business out there, sounding like a damn derelict. We know what time you picking up the baby. We know what you did last night. We know what you ate, what movie you saw. We know your man ain't this, he ain't that. We don't need to be that involved in your life, boo. You know what I'm saying? Get off the phone or get you an earpiece or something. This one dude was on the speakerphone so heavy one day, P Money. I wanted to walk up to him and hit him in the head with a set of headphones and say, "Here, take this. Take this. Here." Ah,
sometimes necessary because, yo,
man,
for real, it be the worst. It be the worst.
it's, it's,
But
it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. For real. Anyway, moving right
but
along.
no, but no lie, um, we are so caught up in, and I'm not saying that, I say we as the people, right, and projecting a certain image or looking a certain way, right? We wanted to be rich, wanted to do that, but we don't live in those areas where we are secluded in that aspect. My daughter's about to go to high school. My daughter, 14 years old, never rode the bus by herself, never been on a fucking train by herself. And okay, I know where I grew up. I know what I had to do growing up. I didn't want my kids to go through it. I think there's parts that I may have could have focused on a little bit more, but I didn't want them to worry about them. And at this point, because now me and her mother are no longer together, that those things are not even focused on. So it's still the ghetto mentality of looking rich, not being rich, but don't even know how to operate in the area that you being in. when you in a gated community, you can sit there where, like, literally, I can sit there and I can, yo, my daughter got $3,000 at 14 years old. She's weighing $3,000 walking out the house on her body. You know what that look like when you go through the hood? You look like a come up. You look like a come up. My daughter asked me for a knife last week. I'm like, I don't got a knife, but I got this razor blade. But what you about to do with that? I'm like, you ready to cut somebody?
That's mad Puerto Rican having a razor on you. Y'all know. Shout to all my Boricuas. Y'all know what it is. I ain't saying nothing that ain't true. Y'all already know.
No, for real. I
Fucks
cut
with y'all
somebody real
heavy. Fucks with y'all
right.
heavy.
There was this saying, from your asshole to your elbow. We doing the whole swoop.
From the rooter to the tutor.
Right. We just doing one of those. But we gonna cut you
Mm-hmm.
real. It's like,
Real nice, like real nice.
right.
Ain't cutting me nice, goddamn. I'm getting the hell about.
But on some real shit, like
So I
it's
hear,
one.
so I hear, so I hear they relaxing the gun laws and why have you up to speed on this, P money?
All that. How much? Because I don't
Well,
know how much they gonna relax them.
well, this is what I'm kind of understanding. You know what I'm saying? That the permit process is one that it's damn near impossible for you to even get a ratchet if you can't compel them to, you know, believe in that somehow you got spies chasing you or some shit like that. Like that's the extent you gotta go. Then you gotta show them proof of the spies. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bring your government card or something, your identification, so you can get a
Right.
ratchet permit. But
7, right?
now, yeah, but now from what I understand, I think uh, two judges, I guess, petitioned for it, and or so or pressure to petition for it. There's always some money involved, but the thing is they're now going to say that it's in violation of the Second Amendment for them to say that you can't have one just for some extreme reason. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to have one because you want it for your own personal safety. So I think now they're gonna make it so that you can make that happen, and then why. So that's a big thing, man. I mean, because that's always been one of the places where it was taboo to walk around with the ratchet, in fear of just getting jammed up for carrying, just open carry type shit. So now, with that being done, it's going to change a lot of demographics, man. It's going to change a lot of security companies. It's going to change a lot of people coming to the city to perform and stuff like that at shows. Like so, it's a lot of changes going to take place because of that, bro. Because uh, it's always been known. Lil Wayne got jammed up here with a ratchet. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's
He
always
did
been
tell.
known. Don't go to NY and walk around with your thing like that because I mean, even though people are gonna do it, you know what I mean? Other people thought it's not safe to do that because just driving around with it could get you jammed.
Right. But Lil Wayne got caught with it on the tour bus. That's how he
Or
ended up
tour bus,
doing.
he had it on his person, whatever. I mean, they're always gonna
Yeah.
blame the dude with with his face on the
With
side
the
of the
biggest
bus.
flag. Right.
Whoever's on the yeah, whoever's on the side of the damn bus, that's who's getting blamed for this shit. You know what I mean? All
Right.
of it.
But even when it comes to that, like, you know, we got to look at it this way, right? 2022. We got an election coming up 2024.
In a hot second.
Hot second.
A
Like
hot second.
we halfway through the year right now. We halfway through the year. Georgia Georgia just dropped the you don't
Georgia?
need you don't even need a permit. Like, you just go buy the gun. You
Yeah,
can sit
just
there, carry. You could do whatever.
Georgia trying to
Now,
catch up with Texas. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's all about. They all trying
right,
to out they all trying to out cowboy each other. But go ahead, you saying?
right. But again, remember, this is where the Democratic situation changed because of probably certain things that was in legislation that didn't rock out for that moment. right? New York. Well, we already know New York is already on like super duper lockdown. I went into a smoke shop today.
Yeah.
No, yesterday, as a matter of fact, went into a smoke shop. It was like, yo, the came through, took everything. Now I wasn't in there looking for whatever the people that was in there that came in after me
Right.
was looking for, but it was like, yo, the cops came in. I'm like, but ain't weed legal in New York? Like, what's up? But there was probably too much product in there,
Uh-huh.
and though they did a sweep, they took everything.
Wow. And there's probably going to be a lot more of that too. I mean, come on. there was a there was already robbing drug dealers, and the corruption is well known, well known. I think the only
Right.
more corrupt, I think the only more corrupt uh, police department was probably on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the West.
Well, it's
Um,
because you had the LAPD, but
yeah,
there was a whole
notorious.
notorious for doing what they was doing, but there was a whole series about a precinct in Brooklyn.
Uh huh.
I forgot what the precinct was. I don't
Six
know if it's
6-1, probably 6-1.
6-1 or
I
something.
think it's 6-1, some shit like that. I forget that.
They
I
were
think that's what it
really
is.
like it was. They was going out robbing drug dealers. They was sitting there. They had the drug dealers working for them at some point. Like
Uh huh.
that's how crazy it was. Um, but we all know, and I don't know if you remember this, but I forgot who was in office and police officers. The max salary to start was $23,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
$23,000, which is below poverty level.
Yeah, right now. Hell yeah.
So what you thought the cops was going to do? You gave them guns and a uniform,
And radios.
and you gave them authority. Those motherfuckers was making shit disappear. That's why we got the personal body cams now.
Yeah, that they be turning
Because
off and covering and claiming malfunction left and right as much as they possibly can. That was always going to be in the equation. What if they cover the cameras up? What if they don't turn them on? What if But and they exhausting that avenue every chance they get. It's
yo, what
amazing. It's amazing how many stories that we hear, but it's more amazing how many stories that we don't hear. You know what I'm saying, P Money?
mhm, but for real, like for real, and it was just weird. Me getting off. I walked into the smoke shop and I heard that. All I could do
Yeah,
is laugh in my head. I ain't laugh out loud. I
yeah.
was like, it's funny. It,
He said,
this
"I ain't
remind,
laugh out loud."
it was just something that really just resonated with me, and I'm like, dang, 2022 stories is still the same, but the time is different.
Yeah,
History repeats itself.
it does, man.
It
that's
does.
why. That's why they don't want, the public and the youth to know the real history, because they want to maintain everything the way that it is right now. They don't want it to change. You know what I mean? Now, if people know the history, then they're gonna be like, "Oh no, we can't let this go down again." You know what I mean? That's gonna be the mentality. Most sane thinking people are gonna say, "No, we can't repeat that shit. We got to do something better. We got to do something different." That's what they're afraid of, man. They're afraid of the change. They're afraid of the evolution. You know, people being people again, people being human beings, and compassionate and caring about their fellow man just because they're human. Not because of anything else. But they don't want that. The dollar is more important. The dollar. You
Right.
know.
They always say the money is the root of all evil.
hmm
Now, then people say the lack of money is the root of all evil. Right?
You
You
look at
not
it both
having it.
ways. You can
Right.
look at it both ways. You know what I'm saying?
It's the glass half full versus the half glass
People, somebody that don't have money, all they think about is getting it, and people that got money, all they think about is keeping it. So it's a constant war, man.
It's a
All out
constant.
war.
It's an all-out war. But what you want to get into?
I
Because
think I think we should hit them with the new school this week first, because the reason
new
why I
school.
say that is, huh?
No. I was just
Oh, I was saying the reason why I say that is because I couldn't believe it when I saw it. It was I almost didn't want to put it on the list, but it was, I don't know, man. It just sonically, it just started, it was hitting, man. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I gotta go ahead and do it, man. And it was fresh. It was, I had just got it fresh off the press. So
I bet. So we're gonna get into the new school joint of the day. You already know because this is the
spot.
Riding in the car with no keys, straight up. Louis V shirt with no sleeves. On God, slaughter gang nigga, I'm reppin'. 21. Chopper get to preaching, I'm the reverend. 21. Call him new era, he capping. Yeah, them the type of niggas I ain't that on God. When I book a show, make my back end cashin'. 21, Uncle Sound dog, I'm taxing. Riding in the coupe and it's a sport. Yeah, my bodyguard look like a horse. Straight up, she gon' suck me up like it's a chore. On God, to the La Ferrari on the tour. 21, buy a Richard Mille when I get bored. Put my side piece inside a Porsche. Money turned me to an asshole, I ain't gon' lie. I was used to being poor. 21. I put Chanel on my feet, and European model got Chanel on my seats. Put me in a third world country in the middle of the slums, I'ma turn it to $1 million street. Girl, I made this, so it's $1 million beat. V12 VVS, I fell in love with.
Now
yeah.
I got to tell you, Pharrell did that track. In case you missed it in the in the title, and Tyler the Creator is also on that song. Now Tyler the Creator put his whole foot in that verse. You know what I mean? If you hear the whole song, you're gonna be like, damn, like I'm not gonna be. I'll go on record as saying I'm not the biggest 21 Savage fan. You know what I'm saying? I think I've already made that apparent in the past on this show. Not knocking the young man. It's just that I don't know. Something's not believable to me, but I don't want to sway anybody's opinion. But Tyler the Creator, despite all of the antics and the behavior in public and all of that, and what I'm saying, uh, can spit, no doubt. Always thought he could spit. Ever since the first joint with when he was fucking with our future, he came out with the video. I'll tell you the video because I don't remember the name of the song, but I remember the video. The visual was crazy because he got everybody's attention because he ate the cockroach in the video, or so it seemed. That was like, I think that was like his first breakout song, right? You know what I mean, as a solo artist, and that right there, when I heard that song, I was like, yeah, this dude right here, despite all of the visual craziness, he got some bars. He can spit, man. So on that song, he definitely shined on that song. So that kind of got my attention. But yeah, I had to take the good with the bad. So I said, all right, 21 Savage is on there. I just had to listen to it. And he was riding the beat. I give him that. And Pharrell put his feet in it as always. Shouts out to the Neptunes.
And
You low, P
you,
Money. You low. Your mic is low. Something
sorry.
unplugged.
You can hear me? Nah,
Yeah,
you
you
hear me
low
now?
though. You still low. You still low. Low, low, low.
All right, it's
Low,
playing.
low, 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 low,
Yo,
low. Yeah.
am I here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you
So,
go. There you go.
so it was something that while we was playing with wires, pause.
Uh
Um,
huh.
uh, there was something. It was like with 21 Savage saying what he was saying.
Uh-huh.
Like, like again, we talk about this and it comes up all the time. We so used to being where we from,
Uh-huh.
and he's like basically what he was saying. Like he came from the dirt, and now he's here, but he doesn't understand how we could keep pushing or doing whatever or say anything outside of where he came from. Like I understand that. I understand
Right.
that all. 21 Savage is like, nigga, I came from the dirt, or I came, I was poor. But when he spits, he's spitting from the perspective of an individual being poor. He doesn't know what it is, and like we'll talk about later when it comes to the hip hop news, there is a lot that people don't understand. Like we have been bred to be in our position. We don't know how to get out of that position. A lot of these rappers can't get out of their position because if we sit there and we look at a lot of people, like Master P, to me,
Mm-hmm.
was one of the people that was able to get out their position and make this situation great, right? Um, Lil Wayne was one of those individuals as well, right? With Baby and Cash Money Millionaires, or I think that the label changed probably like about 100 times.
Oh, because of the different branches, Young Money,
Right?
Cash
And
Money.
I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know what to call what anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Right? All those things change, but they still rep their hood. They still rep their gang. They still do what they do. But we don't even know how to disconnect from those things to be able to be. And it's crazy to say it. We don't know how to be Jay Z
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because Jay Z, regardless of what he did and what he went through, and him being where he is today, is different. Is different from when he started to where he is today.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Right? No, but it's the growth of
Yeah.
it. You're really being able to disconnect, right, from the certain things. You're not going back to the block or whatever. I think
Yes, the evolution. You gotta evolve, man. Change with the times. That's how cats like Busta Rhymes and Two Chains and all these people that consistently come with good projects. Even after years in the game, can continue to do that. Because Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? People who got lasting qualities, man, and stand the test of time because it's not because they keep doing the same shit over and over again. It's because they keep evolving and they keep growing and they keep changing with the trends and staying hip. You know what I'm saying? That's what hip hop is. You know what I'm saying? It's the hop of the hip. You know
right.
what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about the hip in your body. I'm talking about the hip. What's happening, what's
Hip,
jumping.
the hot, right? Because if we go back to the infancy of it, it was the hip hop. Like that's what we used to hit. Those was our chorus when it came to the song. Now Jay Z made that one statement that it was, I got the hottest chick in the game wearing my chain. Right now, when he made that statement, regardless of all the controversy that went on, right? Beyonce dropped the whole joint. Like it was almost like a diss record, right? Almost right when it
You talking
came
about the
to,
talking about the lemonade shit?
yeah,
Yeah, uh-huh.
right. It was almost like a diss record, but
Right.
still together to the day.
She got an
But
she just dropped something new, if I'm not mistaken, recently.
But we sitting there and we look at it, and it's like we're quick to cut people off. That's what we do in our culture, right? Our people and whatever, we cut people off. Like, nah, I ain't fucking with you no more. Nah, nah, that's it. It's over. I'm done. I'm done. But you support the people that don't even fuck with you. But the people that ride with you, you don't even. There's no checking. Beyonce knew. Nah, it's me and Jay Z. But it was a verse. I can't remember who said.
Not sure
Who
where
said?
you going. Not sure where you going with this one, P Money. I'm riding with you though. Go ahead.
Nah, but it's we are we something when we are apart, when we are forced, when we together,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely, I
right?
agree.
And I can't remember the exact lyrics or whatever,
Yeah,
but
that's it. You just said it. That's it. Fucking fabulous and goddamn what's the boy name? Neo. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Make me bad. You make me better. Make me better. You make me better. That shit. That's exactly what he said.
right. Like it's one of those things that I'm sorry, us as black and brown people, we we sit there and we when we look at each other,
Hmm.
we don't even want to move together. Like we've been doing this the spot, like literally, like we talking about 3-4 years right now.
More than that, probably
4 years,
now by now. 4 years, five going on five, something like that.
right?
Four,
Going
yeah, at
on,
least four. Four going on five.
right? But we still rocking. We sitting here and we pushing forward. We doing what we do.
That's the,
Number
you know, it's about a unification thing. You know, people got to want to do it, man. That's what it's all about, man. It's about the mentality. First, the mentality got to get there, and then there's got to be movement behind the mentality.
right,
That's the hard part, you know, getting everybody on the same damn page.
right. And if we just talk about me and you, right? Just literally just me and you, right? We talk about certain things and whatever, and it's like, all right, we need to change this. We need to do that every week or every other week or every 3 weeks or 4 weeks. There's a little additive to what we're doing. It's not stale. We're still moving forward. You know, but we're sitting there, we trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And one thing I realized is that if you don't try, you're destined to fail.
Yeah, well, nothing beats a failure but a try.
Right. But the only thing that succeeds a failure is failures to know what doesn't work for you to know what works so you could get to where it needs to be.
Absolutely,
Like,
absolutely, absolutely.
and I don't care what nobody, and I got the numbers to prove it on WEMS radio, we still the top show. I don't care if we got celebrities, niggas that been doing it for 100 years. Our numbers supersede all of them. Everybody. They could be 100 motherfuckers on one show. It's me and you. Our numbers supersede all of them. Legit. The algorithm says it. So they ain't nothing else to talk about. I'm sorry.
That's
We
it.
do it. That's it. Yo, we the shit. Right? Bomb.com, right? That's probably a little dated. But or whatever. The
The
bomb,
bomb.com. P
bomb.com.
Money took it back.
I took it back a little bit. So what we
The
going to do?
bomb.com. We'll drop a bomb. We'll drop a bomb for that.
I don't know if I got a bomb, but I got some
Yeah,
touchdowns.
that's a long. That's a long bomb too.
Right.
That's a Hail Mary
So
pass right there.
right. So what we going to do is what I want to drop because I'm going to get into the movie of the week before we even get into
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta get into the
yeah,
movie.
we gotta get into the movie.
Hold on, I gotta blow this up. Hold on. Go ahead.
Right, we got the movies of the week. Here we go.
Every week is special.
Gang.
Only on 106.1 High Level FM. It's about that time of the night. Let's get into these smooth grooves one time for the one time.
Yo, so what's up, y'all? You already know it's your boy Prophet P. It's the movie of the week. But I got an exclusive for y'all because it's more than just one. We actually got two this week, two. A whole two. So we got Evil, right? The official second season, 2022. You can find it on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix. Well, it might be on Amazon Prime. One or two. Whatever. Whatever it is, just look for Evil. Right? Whatever it is. I know the next joint, I know exactly where it's gonna pop off at. But it's cool. But Evil, right? I got the trailer for you. So we're gonna play the trailer. I want y'all to see it. Just make sure you pay attention because this shit is like a little lit for everybody. You heard? Let's get it. Because it's the spot.
We're doing this. I want you, David. I want you more than anyone I've ever wanted. It's oh so quiet. It's oh so still. You're all alone. And so peaceful.
Hello, Cheryl?
Sky up above, zing boom, it's caving in. It's a short slide to hell, man. You've never been so nuts about a guy. You wanna laugh, you wanna cry, you cross your heart and hope to die.
Praise Jesus.
You prostitute. Hello. The devil cut loose. Sing boom. So what's the use? Sky caves in. The devil got loose. You blow, 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 blow your fuse. Hi there.
It's all so quiet. It's all.
Yeah, so that was Paramount Plus, yo. And like I said, you can find that on Hulu, Netflix, whatever streaming platform you're on, you might have to subscribe to it. But for those of you that have been Dallas fans, we got the new drop of the new season where it's all the way extra controversy. Everybody looking out for themselves, extra narcissism, and all that wonderful stuff. And DJ Sean recognized he took a hit on that dish. It hurt, but it's just what it is. So here we go, P Valley. Find this on Stars, y'all. Second movie of the week, y'all.
All right, Pink Posse.
It's finally here.
Get ready.
The trailer for P-Valley starts in
3, 2,
1.
Ooh, let's go, y'all.
Make sure you roll up your windows.
You don't want to get wet.
Keep your hands on the wheel, cause Uncle Clifford's girl's finna take you down to the valley, child.
The governor of Mississippi has just announced that lockdown will end next week.
You ready for that grand reopening? Hey!
You can't throw a rock without hitting 5 businesses that ain't closed down.
Oh, y'all best appreciate what I've been doing these past 5 months. Keep on, and this booty gonna be gone.
So finally, we get to see your last dance, huh?
I'm auditioning for some new girls. Beyonce, Need Her, Kelly, and Michelle. The best we had are gone. I ain't no coach. You are, actually. I suggest you follow my lead.
Heifer, I want you to remember how you even got in a position to buy this club.
Oh, y'all thought the Pink had done her last dance. But this a whole new day. A whole new Pink.
I ain't coming down on that booty. You can't stand.
We all need a little hell in our lives. Makes you appreciate the life. I'm a classy.
Even classy to be finessed.
Ain't no use in being the richest in the graveyard.
Paint the walls red. Bloodstains always bleed back through.
Yo, and if you didn't season 1 and season 2, probably wouldn't even make sense. But I would say this: old girl with that pink red, the walls red, blood always seems to do. How would that be like?
All right. Not really a movie of the week, but we get it. Couple series.
We got
this is what P Money is telling y'all to watch now.
Right, because unfortunately there wasn't too many movies that dropped recently. So, and of course, we all know during the summertime or whatever, there's just a couple of things that drop. Even when it comes to TV shows or whatever, summertime ain't really nobody. Everybody trying to be outside. They ain't trying to pull up and go sit in the movie.
Yeah.
So,
and especially since everybody been on lockdown, you know, it hasn't been the same past, you know, since a couple of years back. So now everybody's trying to get out and go do stuff and travel places. They say this travel season is probably going to be one of the biggest, you know, in a few years, in several years. Travel season. So you know, you better get your tickets early.
And I can tell you, a round trip ticket for one person to go from New York to California is almost $2,000.
Yeah, it's probably nuts, man. It's going to get worse because now I hear that there's a shortage of pilots. So they're actually
these motherfuckers.
Yes, they don't have enough pilots. They also got some flights don't have enough crew. They got to hold the plane until they get more crew to be on the flight. You know what I mean? I think I heard American Airlines they've stopped 3 of their routes because they just don't have the pilots to, you know what I'm saying, to field those flights, man.
Yo, and not for nothing, Jeff Bezos. I want to say Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
That's Uber. That's Uber, or is that Amazon?
That's Amazon. Jeff Bezos is Amazon.
All right. So, like with all these deliveries and all that, like pilots is getting more to deliver shit versus on a fucking plane. So, you know,
and peep some more, and then peep some more game when they probably gonna really shut us down for this one, P Money. I probably shouldn't even say it. I'm gonna say it because you know we do it.
Fuck, we always get shut down anyway.
Your boy Bill Gates is in North Dakota buying a wild farmland. Like he's bought up so much farmland that the feds had to step in and say, yo, like, what are you doing with all this farmland? Are you gonna do something, are you gonna try and make a business out of this? Are you gonna do something unethical with, like, what are you doing with all that's how much he is now the biggest landowner in America. This guy. Because of how much land North Dakota. So what's popping? What he know that we don't know? Because he's plugged in. He's definitely at them tables. You feel me?
But
So
when we talk about
and
it,
look at the view. And look at the views just going up. That's the feds right there, P Money. That's the
right?
feds. Hold on.
Like, oh, you
Hold
said
on.
who?
Let me turn my camera off for a second because these mothers are going.
They're like, oh, what? You just said
Like
who?
there he is. There he is. There's that fucking guy again. Him in
No,
his damn mouth.
but they're on some
Pause.
other stuff. Yeah, pause. Right. But when it comes to that, no BS. When it comes to that type of information and people buying a farm, right? We all know that we need natural resources. It doesn't even matter what it is, right? Exporting and importing and all that stuff, it costs money,
Now,
right?
let me tell you. Let me tell you. But let me tell you something that all of us need to know. There are groups of people out there right now who are preparing for the next pandemic jump off, whatever that's going to happen. They preparing for it. They stocking up on their food, their supplies. You know what I'm saying? They growing their food. There are people that are doing this like actively right now. You know what I mean? And it's only ramped up in probably the last 3 or 4 years that I've been really paying attention to it. It's ramped up, and I know that it's been that way, already. You know what I mean? I'm just now getting hip to it. So y'all got to get hip to it as well, man. We got to start doing the same things, man. We got to start stockpiling supplies. You know what I mean? Food and water. You know what I mean? You put something up. You get something for the house, you put something up. You get something for the house, you put something up. Like, do it like that if you got to. You know what I mean? But stack your resources, like P Money said, natural resources, things you're gonna need: the toilet paper, the water, the food, survival kit, batteries. You know what I'm saying? Flashlight, all that stuff. Generator if you got it. Gas. You know what I'm saying? If you can stockpile gas, you store some of that. You know what I mean? All of that stuff is important, man. Because if you lose power for 2 weeks, let's say, you don't got no power. What you gonna do? Ain't gonna be no grocery store you can go to get no food. You know what I mean? All of that's out of here. So.
And I tell people all the time, right?
Big Fruit in the building.
Yo,
y'all make sure check out my man's platform, The Real Big Fruit, on YouTube.
Because he's plugged in right now.
Checking in.
But when it comes to like you said, like no power, nothing, right? I tell people all the time, like fuel, you could only gas, you could only store for a certain amount. That's cool, but there's certain things that you should do just in case there is no electricity or anything like that. You should have that gas generator.
Can people, go out and catch food and and cut the meat and prepare it? Can you build a fire? You know what I mean? Can you build a shelter? Like, these are things that we don't think about until like it actually happens. You know what I'm saying? Can you pitch a tent? You ever been in the Boy Scouts, the Girl Scouts, whatever, and learned any of those, tourniquet, how to make a tourniquet if somebody break a leg, or what I'm saying, or their arm or something like that? Like, these are important, basic first aid, CPR. You know what I'm saying? Can you resuscitate somebody if they having a health emergency? I mean, these are things that we don't think about until it's too late, man. And I'm telling you right now, there's people out there, they on it. They on it right now. You feel me? They're preparing. They ready. They're not even preparing. They just practicing. You smell me? You pick up what I'm putting down, man. I'm telling you, they out there doing it. I know this for a fact, and we gotta be get in line, people. We gotta do it too.
No, and this is where we sitting there, we looking at what's going on right now, and we're not prepared as a people. And I'm just being honest.
That's factory.
Oh, we're not prepared. We sit there and we like, yo, we could look good, we could do this, we could do that. Yo, that's just amazing. Just going back to the beginning of the show, my daughter step outside, right? It was a turn. I'm dressed to the nine, right? I never even knew what that shit meant, and I'm from Harlem. I'm dressed to the nine, and I'm like, fuck is that? Like, but it's when you stepped outside, you look good, but you didn't know how to survive in the street. And right now, when it comes to our counterparts, and when I say our counterparts, it's people that don't look like you, don't move like you, right? They stockpiling shit. Like during the pandemic, there was so many businesses that were able to explode and make millions of dollars
Yeah, it was
because
that was the test run.
right, it was the yo, we got these RTD or what is it, ready to eat meals or whatever. It was a
Mm-hmm.
military term.
Mm-hmm.
Then we needed that once the pandemic hit. But the people that wasn't buying it, there was people that created businesses behind it. So it was that shit that could last 10 years, 20 years, and you could store it in a bunker. Like that whole bunker term,
Mm-hmm.
we don't know nothing about a bunker, nigga. We lived in the project, so we lived in fucking tenement buildings. We don't know nothing about bunker. But this is what this world has created for us. And we are not prepared. Right? We got snatched up from where we was at. We was sitting there chilling. We was sitting there eating coconuts over the tree on some real shit.
You know, you would think that's what it was. The way people been sleepwalking around this piece, and now
Right.
they've even taken that term and try to turn it into something that's derogatory. The whole woke movement. I'm not woke. You know what I mean? There's something wrong with people. They're woke. They're woke now. You know what I'm saying? Woke means you're not walking around sleepwalking, bumping into shit. Woke means you're aware of, what you were not aware of before. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing wrong with being woke. I'd rather be awoke than sleepwalking than just, following what being a sheep. You feel me?
Right. So what we're going to do is because we're a little bit over the top of the hour. But what we're going to do is we're going to get it to the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
All right.
All right. So
Damn, time be flying, boy. I tell you.
I'm telling you, we talk about real shit. All right. So here we go.
Real niggas on deck.
I'm telling you. And that's what I told that next nigga mama. I was like, yo,
real niggas on deck.
I'm telling you. And I just laid it on her chest. It hurt? Gang. So here we go. Yo, it's the spot, y'all. And we gonna get the top 5 of the week.
What?
I became obsessed with success. I sold nickels right off my steps, follow steps. I caught on, so you know I learned from the best. I confess, the streets was never my passion. Gave it my best, I went after what I wanted. You know you can't second guess this shit, right? I'm everywhere, but I still remain a perfectionist. The odds been against me, can't go no harder than less than this. I'm independent shit. I run outside for no less than an M. I came a long way from lacing my kicks up on the bench.
I can get you what you asked for. I ain't even gon' tax for it. Blood know I'm coming back for it. Good credit like a black car. What you think a nigga rap for? Grams going out the back door. Mama thinking that the latch broke. She don't even know this back smoke. 1800 for a 30 pop, I put half on it. 45 when I cash on it. 27 was the profit from it. Then I took the rest and went back on them. These rap niggas want rap moments. Just talk like it, won't act on it. I walk like it, I backbone it. Bill Belichick, I got Mac pointed. New lane, new change. That other route was a crash course for young niggas getting packs off. If you make it out, nigga.
Fuck up too much in your past, spend your present trying to get back. How you finna fix that? Figure if you lock in, you could get racks. To keep the shit you got, then you must give that. So I brought a present for you, homie, and it's gift wrap. Fuck up too much in your past, spend your present trying to get back. How you finna fix that? Figure if you lock in, you could get racks. To keep the shit you got, then you must give that. So I brought a present for you, homie, and it's gift wrap. Look, I'm tired of seeing struggle in my mama's eyes. Been through shit when I was young that left me traumatized.
I mean, the world's in denial, but they all know what I'm headed for. We about to feed these youngins to the metaverse. Meanwhile, I'm over here just trying to pen a verse. Cause I'm done being extra with the extroverts. The label used to wonder how I'm supposed to stand next to Vert. Probably never thought that I would get these legs to work. I work hard, but hard shit don't need no extra work. That's why I show up in a sweatshirt and let it burn. The world's mine, I just say fuck it, let it turn. The girl's mine, I just say fuck it, have it turn. The ghosts call me to the side like, can we have a word?
Welcome to the States, where we dying over our skin, color, and race. Ideologies formed off hate. Now the grocery stores ain't safe. They shoot us unarmed, but they took and Peyton in without a scrape. I guess great, a lifesaver is never this color face. Discriminate me even rich, but can't get a loan from a bank. That's why everything you see here I own. I spent the cake, the TRS free, but gunning and thugs somewhere behind the gate. The chances we take when they penalizing niggas for being great. Why they don't take it serious with supremacists? I was shooting brothers.
What they have to do with color? All y'all do is shoot each other.
Well, true, but in the mall while shopping for shoes, I still do wonder. Do this crazy white boy in his trench coat got a Ruger under? Firearms legal in Republican states, and you can't be mad at it. Cause the suits that vote on these laws don't deal with our challenges. So them laws get passed to protect themselves from savages. White nationalists turn their views and guns on Jews and Africans. Lately, I've been traveling abroad as an entertainer, and frankly, it made me look at my country a little bit stranger. Mass shooting in my city, 8 minutes from where my block at. Saw innocent people shot at a supermarket I shop at. Y'all using that to antagonize rappers? I never got that. Before them CNN and Fox chats, explain to me, where was y'all at? Guess this gon' make me a hypocrite, but considering I'm human, and also I know the differences from street laws and innocence. They gon' act like they care, but just end up running their mouth. And don't know money come out of them fake GoFundMe accounts. It's time we protect our women, cause our mothers don't feel safe. Our sisters leaving work late, and I ain't supposed to have this Drake. My man Frost lost his mama, try to put yourself in his place. Hurting for him, how I'm gonna save my own people without a cape? So this way we gotta be strong, help each other stand tall. I pass these SKs and SAWs out to my dogs, then I be wrong, but
Let me say a word about yesterday's mass shooting in Buffalo, New York. I've been receiving updates from my team in the White House that's in close contact with the Justice Department. We're still gathering the facts. Already, the Justice Department has stated publicly that it's investigating the matter as a hate crime, racially motivated act of white supremacy and violent extremism. As they do, we must all work together to address the hate.
Woo! Man.
And I don't know if you paid attention that Benny the Butcher
Message.
right when I heard it.
Come in, P Money. Come in closer. Come in closer.
When I heard it, right, it was like, do you hear what he's saying right now?
Dropping it.
Like it was. Yo, do you hear that? Like, our women don't feel safe.
Ooh.
And then he's talking about I can't hold the Drake, right? So it's
reality
like,
bars. Reality bars.
right. So So for those of you that don't even know what a Draco is,
Yeah,
right? Just look up the Draco.
please
When
look it up.
just sit there like we doing. I'm sorry. We sit there and we pay attention to the Ukraine. We pay attention to Russia. We pay attention to all that. We don't pay attention to what's happening right here. And with what Benny the Butcher said in that track in itself was, yo, hello, stop watching the news, pay attention to home.
And that's what the message used to be for hip hop. I mean, there used to be a message associated with the song. You know, when they came out with the song, the message, it was very ironic because that's what the whole genre basically was created from. People trying to tell their story. You know what I mean? It became synonymous with rapping.
Yo, and it just and it hit that hard because all right, when we sit there and we look at Benny the Butcher and he does what he does, right? He spits what he spits. This particular track, honestly, to me, was he's like, and you spoke about it, the whole being woke type of thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Yo, you woke, but are you really woke? Like this is one of those joints that I
It's
feel
eye opening. It's eye opening.
it's very interesting, very interesting.
And he's spitting it the way that you're supposed to spit that right there. Like all of those topics and subject matters that he touched on in that song, like all of that's has common knowledge, but it's the kind of thing that they don't want to be reminded of. You know what I mean? It's stuff that he's putting in people's faces, even some of the imagery, you know what I mean? Clans with the hoods and stuff like that. So it's like it's a reminder of the things that they want to try to sweep under the rug, or it's a reminder of the things that they attempt to conceal from us because they feel like it's a dirty. I guess it's a dirty. It's honestly, is dirty in a way to them, or I don't know. Somehow it's, I don't know. Truth is truth is filthy to them. You know, they hate truth. They rather live in the lie and promote the lie, and then get mad at you for not accepting the lie. You know, slap you in your face and tell you they ain't do it. That type of thing.
Right. It's one of those things. It's it's crazy. Like hearing that track and paid attention. Benny Butcher track played longer than any other track that we played in the
Oh
top
yeah,
five.
no doubt. I noticed that right off
Right,
top.
right. Yeah, I was like,
You had to
uh,
give that. You had to give that some more shine.
I had to get that some play. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. Got to do it.
It was one of those things. So it
It's
was
the
just
it's the message. Message.
it was the message. Like
And y'all go check that out too, man. When we play these songs on here, we making this list. We making this list for you. You know, we making it for the listeners, for the watchers, for the supporters, because you know, maybe you ain't got time to comb through the internet and find some hot shit. So, you know, we try to lace you up with something, at least 5 joints that you can, you know, go look up for yourself and listen to and add them to your collection and whatnot. So that one's called Welcome to the States. Yeah, Welcome to the States. That's Benny the
welcome,
Butcher. Y'all go get that. Download it, get it in your life. Spread it
yo,
around.
and no lie. It
Yerp.
because it wasn't fast paced. The way the message was delivered
He
was
took his time with it, took his
it,
time to explain it
it
to you.
uh, he was just like he was gritty with it. No, but
He just
when I heard it,
you feel that
you know, but that's what I felt. I was like, yo,
yeah, yeah.
what is this?
He's
I was
saying
like,
all of the things you want to say.
yeah, and it's just hearing it and understanding it, it just hit perfect. Like no, No lie.
So y'all,
So
man, y'all people's out there, especially people in the tri-state area, don't go crazy, man, and try to tell everybody to go get a gun permit now. You feel me? Just relax, because we don't need this. We don't need this to be the wild wild west, man. It could go down very quickly, and like I said earlier, we're not prepared like we should be, but we need to get prepared. And I'm not saying that owning a firearm is anything wrong with that, because you should, but you just don't need to be walking around with it everywhere you go, provoking folk. Just chill out, relax. That should just
no,
make you want to relax even more, knowing everybody got one. You feel me? Just chill out.
yo, and no lie. Um, I tell you, from the infancy of me having, starting my family and doing all that, it was I had my dogs. That was my first. I had an alarm system for the house. The dogs was somebody break in or whatever, alarm system for it. My dogs is barking before the alarm system for it. Then I might have to pull a hammer out.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, no question. Oh, and middle finger goes to whoever broke in my car last week, took my damn Ray Bans. Eat a dick. You know what I'm saying? If I catch your ass, I got something for you, and
oh,
you can take that shit with you too.
he took the Ray Ban.
Took the Ray Bans. The old, but he took the old. He took the fucked up, like the ones I had for a minute. You know what I mean? That's all good. It's all good, man. Just glad
Yo,
he ain't.
so when you gonna pull the mask down, my G?
It's coming, man. It's coming. It's coming.
It's
It's
coming.
getting there.
It's
It's
coming.
getting there. It's getting there. It's getting there.
Yeah, I just want to make sure because
Yeah, it's getting there, man. But for now, no face, no case.
no, for real. But so what we gonna do? We gonna get into the
What's up with the you played the five.
what you
I'm
got?
gonna save the old school. I'm gonna do the let's
Yeah,
do the
we
hip.
got top news.
Yeah, I was about to say we'll do the hip hop news first, and then we'll hit them with the old school.
All right, bet. So here we go, yo. It's the
Spot.
Only on 106.1 High Level FM. It's about that time of the night. Let's get into these smooth grooves one time for the one time.
It's your boy on the street with the hip hop news. Sean Recognize. What's up, world? Got to give a quick shout out, and as Charlemagne the guy will always say, sending healing energy to little TJ, who had to go in emergency surgery after he was shot in Edgewater, New Jersey, outside of a Chipotle. Obvious robbery attempt. The cops have actually got somebody in custody right now. And you know what I'm saying? So we're praying for the young brother. Somebody else was also shot in an incident. I think he's stable. He hasn't he didn't get killed or anything like that. So definitely sending prayers and healing energy to that brother, little TJ, Bronx rapper. I might have saw him on that joint with J. Cole and Boss. I don't know if y'all remember that joint, but shouts out to him. And I want to talk about Black China dropping a new single. Not nobody gives a fuck about that. Now, if y'all been watching the most recent Drink Champs with Joel Santana, now I gotta talk about this, people. You know I gotta do it. You know I gotta do it. Joel, excuse me, I don't want to mispronounce. Joel Santana called out Memphis Bleak in a versus kind of situation, or rather, somebody asked him what would he do in a situation like that, and I think he was trying to say that maybe he had one up on me, or he didn't really want to go there with it. He was like, nah. So he said that he wants to now call out Lloyd Banks. Yes, that's right, people. You heard me say it. Joel Santana has called out Lloyd Banks for versus battle. Now, I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be, biased. I know my partner is from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? So I have to take that into consideration. But I must say, what the fuck does Joel Santana think he is going to do with the likes of Lloyd Banks, bar for bar, song for song? Now we're not going to talk about hits because Dipset has many hits and G Unit has many hits. You know what I'm saying? Maybe an equal amount, maybe more or less. Who knows? But I'm just saying. But bar for bar, song for song, Joel Santana and Lloyd Banks. Come on, man. Come on, man. I can't believe it, bro. Maybe it was the alcohol. Maybe.
Blame it on the alcohol.
It's not like he's riding that wave of success from that versus battle that they had with the Locks. So it can't be that. So for him to now have the energy that he does talking about this, I think maybe he may be speculating out loud because he probably figures that it's not going to happen. But in this age of technology and being able to reach out and touch somebody at the bat of an eyelash, things can happen, man. But all I got to say is I didn't think he would have any wins with Memphis Bleak either. And I damn sure don't think he would have any wins with Lloyd Banks. And that's your motherfucking hip hop news this week, damn it. Your boy Sean Records.
Oh, for real. But not for nothing. From Harlem.
You gotta stand up for you gotta stand up for your city. I understand.
Like literally, like.
But come on, P Money. Come on, P Money. Even you got it. Come on.
I can stand up for my
Lloyd
city.
Banks.
Literally.
Lloyd Banks.
Cameron's baby mom lived like the building across from me.
Right.
Jones grew up in the building across from me.
Right.
I went to high school with these guys.
Right, I got you.
And when I sit there and I think about it, it's like, do you really want to go toe to toe with Lloyd Banks? Like Lloyd Banks, like no lie. He was so hot that they try and call him a gay porn star.
Mm-hmm. They try to compare him with yeah.
Like
old boy.
An old boy that was on porn, right? And they look like brothers. And they could probably be brothers. I don't know. It's possibly one of those things. I don't know. But they do look.
Brian Pumper, I think that's his name. Brian
Pumper. Right, Brian Pumper.
Yeah, he's locked up right now, I believe.
Oh, so he probably fucked the underage chick or whatever. But
it's funny that you say that. But go ahead.
But it's probably that, right?
Allegedly. We gotta say allegedly. We don't want to get sued, but
But like Lloyd Banks, like literally. I would tell you, for me personally,
yeah,
Lloyd Banks didn't have to try hard.
No, rhyme animal, a rhyme animal. You feel me?
It was one of those things that he just showed up. And he's like,
it was effortless. It didn't even seem like he was. Didn't even seem like he was trying. It's his tone. It's the same way when Rakim came out. How he wasn't. He never yelled. You never heard Rob raise his voice, scream in the mic. The most you would get is, the intensity in his voice. He might, say something with a lot of feeling. That's about it. But you would never hear him raise his voice. He never hollered. He never screamed. But somehow that tone, it just was, you gravitated towards it. You respected it. You feel me? And Banks had that same kind of cadence with his voice. Like it was a monotone, but he was still very. He grabbed your attention. You know what I'm saying? He was very authoritative in his delivery. You feel me?
The murder. Like, and
Oh man, so many I could think of, man.
So it's like it's murder, right?
Yeah.
But Lloyd Banks when he dropped with the monotone stuff that you said, right? He
Yeah.
didn't have to
R.I.P.
hard.
R.I.P. the Guru. Another one. Another one. Go ahead.
Like it was just murder, 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 and that was just it. like legit when it comes to what, like no bullshit. And we had Queens, right, because Lloyd Banks.
Come on to the mic. Come on to the mic, Pete.
Yeah, we had Lloyd Banks from Queens. Um, I just think that with Lloyd Banks, it was bad, but with the killer shit. Lloyd Banks was more the killer than the Brooklyn Fat to me.
You said in who? In the Brooklyn who? Fab?
Fabulous, fabulous.
So he was harder than you say he was harder than Fabulous?
I think
tone wise, because you know why? Because Fab did a lot of radio hits that kind of
right,
like
but
watered him down a lot. You know what I'm saying? Until he came back with the because he wasn't doing the Fab was doing One Day. He was doing Why Wouldn't I with his brother. What else that was hard that he put out in the beginning? Like everything was hard, and then as soon as he kind of got a little bit of commercial sucker, but should you be killing them? You be killing them. Should you be killing them? Once he seen that formula work, he just ran with that. He said, "Okay, I'm gonna keep doing this because this gives me money. It gives me some money. It gives me the bitches, and the bitches buy the records. The guys are gonna get the records because they want the bitches to come and listen to the records. You feel what I'm saying? So they definitely gonna buy it, and the rest is history." So
right.
I think I kind of agree with what you're saying. That maybe he might be a little rougher than Fab, and I hate to say that because Fab reps the borough, but yeah, I give you that.
Nah, but it was. But I never thought Queens was tough like that. Like, and I'm just telling you,
Oh,
I'm just
Queens has definitely always been tough. I mean, some of the hardest talent we had was from Queens. I mean, dog, your 50 Cents, he had Run DMC. I mean, shit.
we had
Um, I think G Rap represent Queens at one time, or was with the Juice Crew. So that was pretty much centered in Queens. But so many, man. I mean, of course, Nas, Mobb Deep. Yeah, I could go on and on, man. There's plenty of people
yo
from Queens I was on.
the the majority of the individuals that I interviewed when
Yeah,
I started doing this before we even got to the spot
yeah.
from Long Island and Queens, and I'm like, y'all niggas ain't tough. Like y'all niggas is repping Long Island. Long
Yeah,
Island.
well, motherfuckers don't want to admit it, but a lot of times it's not dudes that's always from the hood or from places that's kind of like, extra grimy. Sometimes it is kids that's from, good families and, and a little bit well off and well, maybe not well off, but comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Their families they come from a nice house, nice neighborhood, went to, nice school, all of that. So, they just fell in love with the hip hop and did what they did. So a lot of times that is the case, and they want to try to shy away from that fact, but it's a fact, man. Sometimes it takes money to make money. A lot of the
Yo,
time, actually.
and the wild shit, and it, this is no confession or nothing, but where I grew up and what I knew, and the way I was able to operate, I would put the nozzle under your chin and blow
Uh-huh.
your like for real. And if I ain't do it, you was real lucky.
Well, that's everywhere, man. I mean, every place got ghettos. I remember first time I went to Yard, I found that out. I was like, whoa. We thought we was in the ghetto, brother. This right here, this
They'll
is
throw you
ghetto.
in the bushes. They will throw you in the bushes, bushes.
This is the they put the F in ghetto, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, but for real, like on some real stuff, um, I don't got the name of the spot in Jamaica, but it's on the Kingston side.
Uh,
But really, to just ride out. and just chill.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally just chill and just really have a good time and just like bullshit and party.
They still
Kind
got that. They still got the Half Moon down there. The resort, the big resort. Half Moon. I think it's called the Half Moon.
we got the bed and breakfast over on the Kingston side, like
Yeah.
the family side.
Yeah.
But that's all me.
Yeah.
So that's something we go chill. We got rooms. We could just chill at the bath fountain, Reggae Falls. Um, go to Ocho Rios.
Dun River Falls. Shouts out
All
to the whole island vibes. You know what I'm saying? Montego Bay, Negril, Orperias, Kingston, all of them numbers there. All my countrymen them. you
like,
know,
like,
every
yo, I got the OG popping in and make sure everything go well.
yeah,
Everything will go well if we was popping.
man, I tell you, boy, that's some clean air. When you get off the plane, there, it's like
It's
this
different.
like the first time. It's like the first time you breathe real air in your life. That's kind of like what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? It's like wow. This is what oxygen is supposed to taste like. It doesn't have smoke and and guilt and regret mixed in with it.
Don't lie. I can tell you one of the first times that I was out there,
yeah,
dude went out to the yard. Like literally. Like it's talking about I'm going out to the yard.
yeah, for real.
He went out to the yard and pulled herbs and
Yeah,
cooked herbs that he pulled from the yard.
yeah,
I was like, what the fuck is this?
yeah, man.
I
That was
was like,
back in. See, back then, you could come back with some, all types of herbs and fruits and stuff like that, and tonics and shit. They don't give you a hard time now since the whole 9/11 thing, and TSA is much tighter now, so you can't bring all of those things back no more. Used to bring back bottles of uh, overproof rum and all types of stuff. Now they got all this regulation and you can't have contraband. I was pissed off to find out that you couldn't take food from here and take it there. When you take it there, they throwing your shit out.
oh,
They're
when
like,
you go
they're like, nah, you can't bring this in here because you made this in America, and we don't know what you're bringing in here, so this gotta go. Like, well, it's about to go in me. See what I'm saying? What you think I'm gonna go out and give it to the people in the street and poison them or some shit like that? Like, no, I'm about to eat this shit. No, they're throwing this shit out, B.
throw it all away.
Yeah, that shit broke my heart because I had some nice jerk chicken that somebody had this really special for me. They threw my shit out, B. I was like, man. I take one piece of that shit, and I was like,
it's like, can I eat this before you throw it in the garbage?
that's what I did. I took a piece of that. She said no. I took the piece anyway and ate it. Give a fuck. Shit.
Like,
Made
would
this
you
for me, bitch. Made this for me.
throw me out too? I'm here.
Right? The garbage can ain't gonna enjoy this shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you.
Yo, but on some real shit, like, man, life life has changed. Life has changed for us, and we could call it the pandemic or the pandemic or whatever. A lot of things.
They're talking about another one. They're saying that old Byron, I'll call him Biden. Byron slipped up at the on the well, I don't know if it was a slip up or it was intentionally just put out there, but he said something about we got to prepare for the next pandemic, like not in a anecdotal kind of way, kind of in a matter of factly kind of way. You feel me?
No, but if you look, and we said it earlier, no bullshit. Um, history repeats. So we're looking at every certain amount of years, we kind of go through whatever. Um, there was something that I seen probably a few weeks ago, and what claimed more lives than the pandemic. Like we're talking about polio, we're talking about all these other things, and let's throw COVID in there too. But the systemic racism has killed more people than any of these pandemics. Like we're talking about smallpox, monkeypox, but like monkeypox is the thing that they talking about right now.
which is
Monkeypox,
crazy. You know what I'm saying? Well, now when you think it's safe, now you thought just when you thought it was safe or safer, here they come with
right?
this shit.
And
But go ahead.
now we got monkeypox, right? We
Monkey.
got monkeypox right now.
It's some monkey shit, is what it is. But go ahead.
Oh, okay. But and all that brings me back to is that movie. Dag, I forgot the name of the fucking movie.
Outbreak.
Was it Outbreak? Was it Outbreak?
I don't know.
I
I'm just throwing it out there, but I don't even know if that's what
no,
you're talking
no,
about.
but it was Outbreak. It was like that one monkey and everything.
12 monkeys.
No, 12 Monkeys was yo 12 Monkeys. If you ever
I'm
watch
just, I'm
12,
just throwing anything out there. Anything with a monkey in the title. I'm trying to get it.
but if you ever watch 12 Monkeys, that'll fuck you up forever.
Yeah.
Watch 12 Monkeys, right? And I know we all the way outside of the movie of the week. Um, 12 Monkeys. We had Outbreak. Outbreak
Yeah.
was and I'm talking about an '80s movie. Like it was like
Yeah.
a
Some shit. I remember some shit called Contagion back in the
contagion.
day. Then
Other
I
one.
remember what else? There was some other shit called what was that joint? I think was Bruce Willis in it? No, I can't remember, man. I don't want to put the wrong title out there and get somebody jammed. But yeah, man. I mean, they've been making movies like this for quite a long time. Sort of like as a like a dry run, like a prep.
It's like they prepping us, but
That's what they do. They introduce stuff into Hollywood to try to ease us into it, so that when it does happen,
so
the blow is not as deadly.
we sit there and we look at it like, this is not really happening. Like no lie, no lie. I'm gonna tell you this for sure. We all know about Area 51,
Yeah,
right? Area 51 been popping. What like Ghostbusters? What the original Ghostbusters? We talking about in the '80s.
yeah.
Ghostbusters was what got us into there's actually extraterrestrial,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well, the
Um,
supernatural, in other words.
right, the supernatural,
Yeah,
right? But they broke it down to us like the marshmallow, right?
yeah.
When you sit there and you go to the store and you get a marshmallow and you do the kind of this, it's like marshmallow man ain't that bad, right? But they introduced it to us in that way. Like I'm playing with a marshmallow right now. Oh, we got s'mores. Okay, that's the way they delivered it. It's okay, but when you come from a certain situation, you only see certain things. So we're not going to question certain things because we're still able to live, we're still able to eat, we're still able to live. I get it, but we really need to pay attention to the way they deliver information to us. Yo, I think we're gonna get shadow banned and they're gonna make us disappear. I,
Well, the
I
feds is the feds is definitely listening, baby, because you know what I'm saying. That one, especially that one week, a few weeks ago, where they basically messed with the whole audio for the whole show, damn near
it was like
ridiculous, b. I know they listening. I know they listening. But we're gonna
they
keep
watch.
spitting this. We're gonna keep spitting this truth, and you know what I'm saying, informing the listeners and the followers and the supporters and the watchers, because you know what I mean, some people don't get their news from the conventional places that are under control by the same media giants that control the news everywhere else. Sometimes they get their information from the streets. Sometimes they get the information from the spot. You feel me? And that's what we're here to do, man. To educate and elevate, and make sure we give y'all some of that good quality music too, and break new talent, and you know what I'm saying, celebrate the talent that's already broken and doing their thing. And sometimes we give y'all some people that's well established. Sometimes we give you some people that's underground. But whoever we give you, we make sure that it's quality, and it reflects the principles that we celebrate here at the spot, and that's respect for the art form. You know what I mean, and the marriage of the beats and the bars, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can do those two things, man, then we'll make you fucking famous.
Yeah. So you want to get into the hip hop news for the week?
I did the hip hop news, remember?
Oh, did you? I played
Yes, sir. And P Money ain't even sipping over there this week.
No, I was drinking water.
Oh man, well you got a little something in that water.
I guess
it's that fluoride. We can hit him with the old school though.
All right, we're gonna hit him with the old school, and then all right,
True.
Yeah.
Spot.
Yeah.
Yo, BR, what up, my dude?
What up? Okay.
Yo, kick that thing you was kicking in the studio.
Yeah, yo,
B.
what that joint? Round town, I'm bound, shake the ground, shake the town. Wave the pound, lays you down.
Yo, who's that?
Graham Jones, I see you, baby. Yeah. Yo, round town, I'm bound, shake the ground, shake the town. Wave the pound, lays you down. And that's how we approach these dudes. Try and grow and be gangsters, but they still fool. I'm sure all I gotta do is call my man. Big Murph, watch yourself, he'll spoil your plans. I'm the up top gangster, the star in the hood. One of the few young brothers ain't scared of sure. Man, that was 9-5, man, screw the pants. See dudes out there frontin' bodyguards up the... Yeah, man, you gotta stop playing, man. Word.
Tough to watch. RIP Black Rob. You know what I'm saying? That's that ready. In case y'all not ready, you better get ready, because they getting ready. So you gotta be ready so you don't gotta get ready. Because they ready. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, they ready. They got that land together. They got that supply chain going. They very ready. They very ready. So we got to do the same. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep up and look out for one another too. That's very important. That's another message. Uh-oh.
What's up?
Uh-oh. I think we got suspended on YouTube.
Did we?
Yep.
Probably.
Yep, I see it. We've been black screened for policy violation because they didn't like the Black Rob. They say you dirty bastard, or like I said, it's the feds. That niggas was talking too much.
Right, they doing this thing like.
See,
real,
there it
like,
is. Y'all thought I was bullshitting.
We get shadow banned all the time. Like
the feds, yo, they don't want the truth to come out. They don't want me to give y'all the game, man. They don't want me to tell y'all what's really real.
Yeah, and we sit there and we break it up and we try and break it up. Like literally. Yo, we give you 30 seconds of whatever we going to do.
We had one of those happen in a while. That's crazy.
Right. It hasn't been a minute, but we've been talking a lot tonight.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But man, like I said, sometimes you got to get your information from different sources. You can't always depend on where everybody else is getting their stuff from. You know what I mean? Because people will lie to you and they will tell you things to make you behave a certain way. You feel me? But it's good that you get all the information and then you make your own informed decision. That's the best way to work, And it's good to check out what kind of news they're listening to, because you need to know that too. You feel me? So you pay attention to your news and you pay attention to their news and see what they eat, what their mental diet is like too. Stay educated.
Since we got shadow banned, what you want to play for the before we get about it?
Man.
Like, I got the bag seat.
No, don't play that. Don't play that. Don't play that.
Don't play that.
No, don't play bag season. I think bag season. I think bag season is over. We got to move on to We got to get another track from that.
Now we do, but I don't. Shit. I play that bag.
What about the homie that we Nah, of course you probably wouldn't have that.
I probably deleted like 1,000 of
Yeah, you probably deleted. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You probably took a bunch of.
that joint. So,
Ugh.
but we always got the unit, and then we got I don't know the Witted joint with Leah Win.
No, because we're gonna. I'm gonna get shadow banned for that one. Put the I'm gonna say play the unit, of course, always. I'm always
Yeah,
gonna go with the unit.
yeah. So let's play the unit, right? That's 2 minutes 17 seconds.
See, I did it. Don't worry, we're gonna talk shit the rest of these
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah. All right, so let's get it, yo. You already know what's the
Smart.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Clock go tick tock. I'm like a fiend in the night. Ain't no flip flop unless I wanna beat you at night. You can ride my way. I'm a tsunami tonight. You can ride my way. Trying to get to see it now. I'ma hit the ground like a running man. Secure the bag with rubber bands. Money so long, I'm the rubber man. You can bend me back like a rubber band. I ain't gon' pop, it's a game plan. Eating rappers up, fat man. Neck so cold, snowman. Put the fam on, it's the floor plan. Wait till you see my whole unit. Finna be naked, just do it. Watch the whole crew pursue it. Top of the charts, we knew it. Watch how my cash flow. Watch Lady Low blow. Don't get split like a Dutch rolled up that smoke. That's how Lady Low blow. Watch how my cash flow. Watch Lady Low blow. Don't get split like a Dutch rolled up that smoke. That's how Lady Low blow. Now they all high up the contact. Smoking that good, matter of fact. I'm Van Gogh, Starry Night. Low shining star, city bright.
All I see is money when I wake up, all I see is God when I bake up, you not on your grind, get your cake up, nigga fall in line like a shape up, when you see me, see the unit, I'm about action, if you talking, I'ma mute it, trying to get ahead, I'ma lose it, if I got my shot, I'ma shoot it, all I see is money when I wake up, all I see is God when I bake up, you not on your grind, get your cake up, ninja fall in line like a shape up, when you see me, see the unit, I'm about action, if you talking, I'ma mute it, trying to get ahead, I'ma lose it, if I got my shot, I'ma shoot it,
All I see is money when I wake up. Money come in while I sleep. All I see is sky when I bake up. Niggas want chief like me. Bet they can't do it like I do it. Fake niggas in too deep. Lying every line of the music. Acting like the real don't see. I been on the block, harassed by the cops. I see people shot, so stop. You ain't from the block, you just need to stop claiming you something you not. You never sling rocks, seen the dope spot, or even been seen with a Glock. You claim that you're hot, stream say you're not. I'm just saying stop. Saucy every time when I come through. Stop a nigga breathing, cold blue. Everything you speaking, old new. Been killing beats, old school. Got my whole team in front of me. BLM salute. Got my whole team in front of me. This ain't nothing new. Bottom of the pit, I've been there. Belly of the beast, I swim there. Climbing these charts, I'ma get there. Been on my grind, I swear. People don't know what I go through. People don't know what low do. Don't make me mad, I'll show you. Low old school, yes.
all I see is money when I wake up, all I see is sky when I bake up, you not on your grind, get your cake up, nigga fall in line like a shape up, when you see me, see the unit, I'm about action, if you talking, I'ma mute it, trying to get ahead, I'ma lose it, if I got my shot, I'ma shoot it, all I see is money when I wake up, all I see is sky when I bake up, you not on your grind, get your cake up, nigga fall in line like a shape up, when you see me, see the unit, I'm about action, if you talking, I'ma mute it, trying to get ahead, I'ma lose it, if I got my shot, I'ma shoot it,
yeah. Yo, you know
all
what?
about that action. If you're talking, I'ma mute it. But
the great part is
shouts out to the whole unit. Come closer, P Money. We can't hear what you're saying there, brother. There you go. There
can
you go.
you hear me? I just gotta raise my voice because sometimes I be trying not to try to talk so loud. But there was a lot. There was a lot with those balls. A lot with the ball. When it
still fire to this day.
Yeah, and we talking about what, a year ago or a year and a half?
More than a year.
We talking about years ago. And she signed to Sony right now.
right now.
Right now.
Bam.
And I'm gonna tell you this: we on the spot, we bring to you those people that you not really hearing, and we get blocked or shadow banned by major labels, Sony, Universal, all those motherfuckers that are doing what they do out there to stop what we doing. But at the end of the day, we pushing their music.
And it's supposed to
Like,
be fair use. Supposed to be able to
yeah,
damn, you know what I'm saying? This is for media and promotion purposes only. We are not making any money off this.
right. But the crazy part is, I tell you this, because on the back end, right, when we do the shows and we do what we do, we don't get the check. Sony, Universal,
Mm-hmm.
and all those other ones get the checks before we get. Them. We ain't getting no checks on this, but we pushing their music. But this is how they they have been able to optimize on our era and us moving our music.
How they monopolize off of our culture
Right.
and our
So
music and our thing, you know?
right. And if you ever watch a lot of those hip hop documentaries or whatever, if you ever watch um the Wu-Tang series and all that, right? And the rights to the music and how somebody that was selling oxycodone probably. I don't
Uh-huh.
even know what that was, but it was in the medical field, but
Right.
he made enough money off of that to buy the rights to the Wu Tang album, and
Uh-huh.
then Wu Tang had to try and figure out how to get that back. It was because they believe they believe in our culture so much that they don't even want to tell us. They don't. And what we do here every week is exactly that. We believe in the culture so much that we do it. There's no monetary gain. We do it for the love of the music.
Now don't get me wrong. We'll take some money.
Yeah, we'll take a check, dude. Like,
Y'all want to give us a bag, damn it. Yeah, we gonna take the bag, damn it. But we're not doing it for that. You
right.
know what I mean?
We're
This is
not
for the
doing
culture. This is for the people. This is for y'all. You know what I mean? We doing this for y'all. I mean, you know, some of it is us um, trying to give balance to a crooked game also, but mostly it's for the people, man. We're trying to, put some righteousness out there in this whole wrong universe of hip hop and the industry and this whole game and what it is, man, and try to give y'all some info along the way that might be helpful, for you and your family. Yurt?
right. And before we get out of here, we got to get back to the thirst trap of the week.
Oh, the thirst trap of the week.
Thirst trap of the week.
Wow. All
Right.
my big girl lovers. This one's for
Right.
you.
BBW. Right.
Yes, sir. That's a lot of woman right there, boy. And
I couldn't.
I love the little smiley heart next to it too. It's just so happy.
Right. And something like that. It's just she was able to grab her ankle.
You gotta strap yourself in there, brother. You gotta have some type of harness. Get back there. You feel what I'm saying? Because that could be a spinal injury. That could be, a hip replacement if you don't know what you're doing. That's big girl agile like that, like a cat, like a large cat.
Like these
bitch is like a Black Panther.
And she's literally her hands is where her ankles should be.
And
Right. So
athleticism had to be a cheerleader in high school.
but no lie. BBW, I don't even know how they do it, but not for nothing, they be extra flexible.
Well, let me tell you something, man. One thing I know about big girls, man, especially like in Brooklyn, we had a heavy Caribbean community, and during Carnival, and when they do Juve and all of that stuff like that, the big girls are the ones that are out there. You know what I'm saying, showing off the most. Acting out on the dance floor the most, like very confident, very. I don't give a damn about what you think about my size or how my body looks or whatever. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna be fabulous. They were the ones that was out there doing it like that. So they kind of have this armor about them, man. It just they don't zero fucks given. You catch them, especially our girls. You know what I'm saying? You catch them on the right day.
No, and no lie, like last weekend, like I'm not even no fucks given. I don't care what nobody gonna think. I was at the Mermaid Parade,
Uh-huh.
Coney Island.
The Mermaid. Oh yeah, okay. The Mermaid Avenue. Yeah, okay.
Right.
Not the,
Over
not,
there.
the, not the
Yeah.
Mermaid Parade, y'all. Not no funny business. Mermaid is a street, Coney Island, so they call it the
Right.
Mermaid Parade. Just to
Right. They call
clarify.
it Mermaid Parade. But this,
The internet is undefeated.
right. But this is something that's been going on for decades.
Yes, sir.
And like it was wild because when my man told me, "Yo, we gonna pull up to the Mermaid Parade," I thought we was just gonna be spectating.
Yeah.
I actually worked in the Mermaid Parade. Like I was there. Like I'm a guy that floats and all that. So
Dope.
so the whole situation was I'm walking floats from block to block, making
Uh-huh.
sure the floats didn't run over people. But the BBW
Yeah.
was extra.
Yeah, they out there.
And I would tell you that there was one float that went by that I ain't take no pictures because I was too worried about the float running over somebody.
Right. You was on a safety mission. You was on a safety job. I got you.
Safety mission. She had a seashell that fell off, but she lost the seashell probably 2 blocks before she got to me.
Right.
And it was just nipples, titties, everything all out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, interesting.
And she was like, "What?" She was like, "Oh well, it's out there now." So
Yeah, and then she found one seashell and put it on. But I'm like, you put one seashell on, but you got the nipples, titties, and everything out on the next one.
yes,
But
it is what it is, man.
but today in this day and age is that body positivity,
Yeah.
and that's what we rocking with.
Can't
And
body shame. Everything is everybody is unique and everybody's accepted, and nobody is out of shape or anything like that. It's funny how when it's women, that'd be the mentality, but guys can't be out of shape and be considered you know what I'm saying? Accepted like that. You could be body shaming the shit out of guys that's not in shape.
with the 8-pack, it's like, nigga, I only got 4 abs.
I don't got a six. I don't got a 6-pack. I got a 2-liter.
Right, for real.
Man,
Like,
man, listen.
and you already know I was a big dude. I used to tell, I don't got a 6-pack, I got a cake. What's up?
Right.
You ready?
Right.
Like, that's what I'm laying down. You with it?
Belly on back season.
Belly on back season all day. That
Yes,
was
sir.
my thing. I'm gonna lift it up and just drop it on your head. Literally, like literally. So,
just so you know,
but it was is what we did, and we have that disconnect. But like I said, I gotta give it up to the big girls. I gotta give it up
gotta
to
do
the
it,
big
man.
girls.
You gotta do it. Salute
to the
to
and
them.
all that. Like
Lizzo,
no lie.
all of them.
Right. Everyone is beautiful, but until
To
you realize
somebody.
that right, until you realize that you're beautiful, that's the only way it's gonna make sense. And that's the fact.
Yeah, love yourself. You gotta love yourself first.
Right.
Self-love. It's all
Stop
about
watching.
self-love. You know?
I'm sorry. You watch this reality
I was
show.
just about to say, stop with the love and the hip hop and the the basketball wives and the this and the that, trying to emulate that or trying to keep up with that and saying
Ain't
thinking
none
that
of that.
that's the standard. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta live that way. You know what I'm saying? Some of the people on that show don't live that way. This is TV. this
They get paid to act up.
exactly. They get paid to put on a performance for you essentially. So you know what I'm saying? Don't eat that up, man. You know, it's way more civilized ways to live than that.
Yo, it's a fact. So we about to get out of here. So
Yes, sir.
well, I'm gonna tell them, yo, you already know how to your boy. That's OFIC underscore radio underscore M. And you already know it even got my number direct.
You was breaking up, but we got it written down there on the bottom so everybody know what you said. And you can hit your boy Sean Recognize on the gram at DJ Sean Recognize, DJ SHAWNRECOGNIZE. You can also hit me up on Twitter. That's the short version. DJ Sean Rec, DJ SHAWNREC. But remember, only my friends could call me Rex, so you better recognize.
Yeah, and we out of here, y'all.